All right, not sure if you're aware or not, but yesterday was National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
Yeah, an absolute crime that we didn't celebrate it.
I know it, but we're going to make up for that today.
Yes.
We have picked a recipe that puts a spin on the cookie that we all know and love.
Yep, today we are making an Avalanche cookie, no bakes.
I have never heard the term Avalanche cookie, all right? But now here's what you need to make it. You need a couple of cups of these white chocolate melting discs, okay? About a half a cup of creamy peanut butter, 1 cup of miniature marshmallows, about 3 cups of Rice Krispies cereal, and a cup and a half or so of miniature chocolate chips. Now here's what we did. You can microwave these to melt them down, right? So about 30-second increments until it melts, but you don't want to overheat it. What we did is we made ourselves a double boiler using a bowl and a saucepan, a stew pan, right?
Get the water hot under it and it helps melt it.
Yeah, that way it's nice and gentle. So then, once this is mixed in, you add your marshmallows, and it needs to kind of...
Did you mention the peanut butter went in first?
No, I don't know if I mentioned that.
Okay,
no, the
but
peanut
the creamy
butter.
creamy peanut butter goes in, and the marshmallows.
And then the marshmallows. And the marshmallows kind of need to melt down, but it also needs to cool slightly, okay? That's where we don't really have a lot of TV time, if you know what I'm saying, to let this sort of cool down, but we're going to kind of see where it goes from here. Then, once it kind of starts to mix, and I think it's okay if they don't completely melt. I mean, if you have chunks in there, I think it's fine, but that's why you use the mini ones.
Yes.
Because they will melt.
Don't use the big ones,
They're going to melt a lot quicker. And so once this starts to melt down real nicely, you take your Rice Krispies.
Chocolate?
Yes, but I'm waiting on that. I'm totally dragging my feet on that, and here's why.
All right.
I don't want it to melt the chocolate chips. I'm afraid this might still be a little bit too hot. I would like for those chocolate chips to stay whole.
Okay.
And I just don't know if it's going to work out because it might be a little bit too warm still. But once these set up, they look delicious. I mean, if you've seen the photo, I put one on our Facebook page. And I will put this recipe up as well. But once you see the photo, you just think, my goodness, this looks amazing.
It's almost like a Rice Krispie treat is what I'm seeing here.
Frankly, it's a lot like Rice Krispie treats. And you know, my mom used to always put peanut butter in Rice Krispie treats.
Did she?
Always.
Okay, we were more purists.
Well, I love Rice Krispie treats as is, but let me tell you, peanut butter in Rice Krispie treats is the bomb. They are delicious. As a matter of fact, you know, when I went to the store shopping for all of this, we still have a lot of Rice Krispies and a lot of marshmallows, Tom.
So you're going to be going to town.
Well, or you bring me your mom's recipe. I'll bring you my mom's recipe.
It's the one on the side of the box.
And well, it probably is.
Yeah.
Now, my mom added to hers, and I don't know how much peanut butter she added, but man, were they good.
Yeah.
By the way, if you don't have a double boiler at home, invest in one of those. They are a beautiful thing to have. You can make so much in those. All right, so this is nice and melty. Let's try it, Tom. Go ahead and throw in that half cup of chocolate chips.
All of them?
If they melt, they melt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all going in the same place anyway, right?
Right.
So literally, stir it up.
Mix these up. All right.
This is literally all you do. Hopefully they won't mix or they won't melt too much. Again, if they do, it's really not the end of the world.
I don't think they are yet anyway.
But we have leftover chocolate chips to sort of sprinkle on the top or take the cookie and just dip it right in there, and so you get an extra load of chocolate chips. And then you set these out on a platter, maybe onto a little parchment paper, and you are done. You're done, hon. That's all there is to it. I mean, I think these look amazing.
I think we got stuff mixed in here pretty good.
I think we did too. So take these spoons and see if you can just scoop together a cookie and throw some on the platter. And we're going to let them cool, maybe. We might not let them cool, but we're going to maybe let them cool for a minute and see how they are. Look at that. Those look really good, and that's absolutely all there is to it.
And the Rice Krispies, the feel of it is this is going to be good.
Yeah, and see, it didn't melt the chocolate chips too much. But again, if you can let it cool just enough. It looks for all the world just like a chocolate chip cookie. Another thing I didn't know until today, I found espresso chip cookies. Oh, see, I thought that would make you upset if I bought those.
No, not at all.
Well, you're a bit of a purist. He's kind of,
I like
he likes
espresso beans, chocolate covered, yes.
All right, that may be what we do. Our Rice Krispie treats might be an espresso Rice Krispie treat.
I think it's good. Now, after this cools, you can sprinkle some more chocolate on it, right?
Yes, you can, or you can sprinkle right now,
This
however you want to do it.
is
So
good.
there you go, the Avalanche cookies.
All right.
Yeah.
More Ozarks Live ahead.
Be right back.